Derukui wa utareru, the post that sticks out gets hammered down, is a common Japanese proverb that warns against the dangers of standing out. This week, we explore Japanese community spirit and collectivism. Huge crowds of people pushing through subway stations and busy sidewalks is an image that many Westerners associate with Japan. Living in close quarters has many side effects, one of which is the necessity for close cooperation. There's such a high degree of trust in the community that even in Tokyo, parents feel comfortable sending their 6-year-old children on errands across town. There's actually an entire show in Japan based on this concept, Hajimete no Otsukai, or My First Errand, where they follow young children running, you guessed it, their first errand. While big cities seem to correlate with greater collectivism, studies have actually shown that Japanese who move to more rural areas exhibit a higher degree of individualism. Even so, rural Japanese have been known for their strong community spirit. In the village of Shirakawa-go, the entire community comes together when a neighbor's roof needs to be thatched, an overwhelming task made simple through coordinated group effort. This sense of community is often referred to as murashakai, or village society, a phrase that Japanese love to use to describe their way of life. Strict respect for the rules and standards set forth by the community is a hallmark of collectivism. So, just what is collectivism and how does it relate to individualism? Collectivism is a basic element of culture that favors the importance of the group over the needs of the individual. Generosity, kindness, and duty are highly valued. Individualism, on the other hand, favors individual freedom and the worth of the individual. Individualism values personal goals of achievement, individual success, and self-reliance. The two are often viewed as extremes on a single continuum, but this isn't quite accurate. Individualism and collectivism are separate scales that are independent of each other. It is possible to rank very highly on both individualism and collectivism. Asian countries as a whole tend to rank very highly on collectivism and low on individualism, while Western nations tend to represent the inverse. This Japanese collectivism penetrates every level of society, including business structure. Japanese companies can be defined as paternalist, meaning the company relates to its employees the same way a parent relates to their children. The company is a family in a very real sense. This has a whole string of unique side effects. Until more recently, companies wouldn't fire employees for anything other than egregious offenses. In a sense, you're employed for life. This reinforces a sense of togetherness. Coworkers are incentivized to get along, as they will likely be working partners for most of their lives. Collectivist nations, of which Japan is one, put a huge focus on the importance of family and the rigid hierarchy of the family line. It is my duty to take care of my family even when I have to sacrifice what I want, is a sentiment of vertical collectivists such as the Japanese would be likely to agree with. While family is important to everyone, it is particularly significant to the Japanese. 3-generational homes are not uncommon, with grandparents, parents, and children all living under the same roof. The next time you dive into battle in a party-based RPG, take a moment to reflect on the meaning of murashakai, that Japanese sense of belonging, duty, and community spirit.